So just to clarify your motion, Member Durbridge, you're recommending that the city go out for bids if necessary?
Correct.
And
If necessary. If there's some way that they can sell it without having to go out for bids every time, that would be easier on the city personnel.
Okay, we have a motion on the floor and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Public comment?
Mr. Chairman, you need to stay with request for proposal. When Mr. Stork was doing it, yeah, he got a guarantee of $50 a ton, even when the metal went up to $200 a ton. Right now, yeah, you're restoring it, but you said you'd do it because it was bringing you that additional revenue. The person was playing the market. And if you're not going to look for the biggest bang of the buck, what are you doing? Put in a request for proposal, sealed bid, so everything is transparent, above board, and none of this, oh yeah, I got a call and the best I could do is $50. Baloney. An out-of-towner came in and requested that you guys get a RFQ, RFP, whatever you want to call it, and you went from getting $50 a ton to $165. You need to stay above board. Request for proposals, it's not a big deal. We need the money, pave my street.
Any other public comment? Very good, we'll go on to item number 6. City Public Works Supervisor Claire Craft, discussion for possible action, recommendation to approve replace terrace well roof at a cost not to exceed $6,400. Mike?
The terrace wall at the pump house is, excuse me, is leaking water, so we need to fix it. And we got a quote from R&R, but we were waiting for another quote from Broken Arrow. And Russell's was 6309, so we just made it 64. Just we won't top that after we get the other quote. Replaced. Need to get her done.
Was the request for quote, was there a deadline on it?
Well, we'd like to do the quote, yeah, for sure.
Say again?
I can't.
Was there a deadline for the request of quote? I mean, is Broken Arrow going to give us a quote?
They're supposed to be, yes.
Okay.
It was hoping, yeah.
So this
We'll get it done before winter.
Okay. Also, you want to protect the equipment inside.
Absolutely.
Because we're utilizing it here as well. So just a point of clarification, just so I understand this correctly, we have one quote from R&R Roofing. Okay. And the second quote may be coming in, or?
It will be coming.
It will?
It's supposed to be, yes.
So basically, just asking if,
Well, let me
go ahead
go.
with it, not to, but the low bids, the bids not to exceed $6,400.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
I move.
Well, I do, but I just, in all due respect to R&R Roofing, did you make that bid?
No.
As public? Okay. Please don't. I mean, in all due respect, I mean, somebody will come in and bid $1 less.
Sure. Oh, absolutely.
And this is a public meeting.
Another first.
So,
Yes.
I suggest that we really refer, almost to award the bid to R&R Roofing at this point. I think that'd be more transparent.
How much time did the other company have?
Just told them we need it. They're not here right now, so that's the issue.
No, when did you ask them for the bid?
Last week.
And
Well-
for this amount, we don't have to go out to bid, but I concur with what Chairman McClarity said, it's probably better at this point. I mean,
This-
that quote's in the public
Yeah,
packet,
public.
it's been out for days now,
Yeah,
so,
I mean,
yeah.
yeah, maybe in the future, just to get 2 quotes by a specific time and you got to compare it. Yeah, my recommendation would be to award I mean, that's not an excessive amount. And, I think that
That sounds good
to
too.
due diligence, we gotta get it done right away.
Absolutely.
Do we have a second on that?
Okay, the motion was to accept the bid from R&R
I
Roofing.
believe we still need a
But if we don't need a bid on it, why is it even here? I mean, to me, it's just like a general maintenance thing. If you got a leaky roof, you gotta fix it. If it's not exceed what this has to go out to bid.
Well, at the present time, the clerk has authority to sign for 5,000.
Okay.
And it's also good to keep the utility board in the loop of where the
motion died for lack of a second, so I move we award the bid.
All in favor?
We need a second on Dale's.
I'll second.
Motion, excuse me.
I thought I had a motion.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Okay.
Now, you're the boss, we don't like you.
Thanks, Mike. We got another one, stay there, Mike.
I am.
Public Works Supervisor, Greg Kraft, discussion of possible action, recommendation to purchase a PLC upgrade for approximately $32,259.74, and a SCADA subscription, $75 per month for the wastewater treatment plant. And I did read that report, it sounds like we're in dire need of that.
Yep, as soon as we get our computers and everything, this would just, the operation of their.
You'll have an issue with PLC.
No, no, actually, it's coming on really nice up there, but this will make it run more efficient.
Is that, what is the, I mean, electronics life expectancy seems to go by pretty quickly. But is any of that contributed to the air conditions maybe that we were experiencing in the wastewater treatment plant for a
I
while?
don't assume
I think
it was.
a lot of that is just outdated.
They-
Yeah, okay, but,
yeah.
okay.
Actually, how old?
Oh,
Way old.
yeah, I have no idea.
Way old. Yeah.
I know we have problems finding pieces.
Yeah.
Is this the same entity or company that we're working with on the wells?
I don't know.
Two different ones?
It was,
Yeah, no, it's not,
Two different
it's not
entities?
Franklin and those guys.
no, it's not, I know it's, I can't think of the guy's name. Honestly, it's Mark Taylor.
Did we have this appropriated?
Yes.
We did.
Yes,
Okay.
the budget.
Very good. I think you're almost in compliance to have this.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if this is any other way.
That's pretty much.
No. I'd make a motion to approve the upgrade for the SCADA system with the wastewater treatment plant.
My second.
A motion is second. All in favor? Thanks, Mike. Public comment? Number 8, excuse me, George, go ahead.
Thank you. In regards to that roofing job, you asked for an estimate or a quote. You need to honor that. You gotta wait for the other one to come in. I went to a local contractor one time, asked him to re-roof my building. I waited 2 years, didn't get a damn answer. No, you're here to save the city money.
Which item are you talking about?
Pardon me?
Not the one before.
$6,500. You put out the quote, you need to wait.
6.
Oh, just so I know which one you're talking about, George.
Okay,
Go ahead. Is that
that's it.
Okay,
You put out a quote, you need to honor that.
thank you, George. Okay, moving on to item number 8, City Clerk Lee, discussion with possible action, recommendation and approval of the City of Ely Waste Conservation Plan update to be submitted to the Nevada Department of Water Resources for final approval.
So the planning commission has reviewed the update to our water conservation plan. We did have one in place, it just needs to be updated. Rowland Milano is the one who's done all the work on this. And the planning commission would recommend approval. The city council will review it at their next regular meeting because it needs to be noticed. Public comment.
It seems pretty reasonable, pretty standard procedure. Any discussion on that? If not, I make a recommendation to approve the revised Ely Water Conservation Plan.
Second.
Motion second, all in favor? Aye. Public comment? Very good. Moving on to city department reports. Board members, Jeff, Karen. Report.
No.
Dale?
No.
Ken?
No.
I have nothing. Council Councilman Carson?
No report.
No report. City Public Works Supervisor?
Just one simple, the compactor's complete, will be here today.
Really?
Yep.
How much did that end up costing?
237. So we're on budget.
Actually, that was less than I
Yes,
thought,
yes.
if I remember, it was less than
It is.
what
It's on.
Tom had, so, good.
Good. City Water Operator, you have his written report. City Water Sewer Leadman, you have his report. Landfill Leadman, we have his report. City Clerk.
I want to bring to the board's attention that the council voted at their last meeting to move their November, December meetings to the first Thursday, which will affect this board. So November 7th and December 5th. And just for the record, there'll also be a second meeting in both of those months, 2 weeks later.
Makes sense. City Treasurer. I did have her report, I read that. City Engineer.
You got my report, if you have any questions. One of the things that we are dealing with, we're finalizing a lot of our stuff on Alton Street with NDOT. We're going back through and completing some of our, we're getting close with all the conflicts and stuff going through there. We have to, on Great Basin Boulevard, there's some water line conflict with their storm drain that they're putting in from Campton to Avenue K. And in that section that we worked through, I think we got it pretty lined out, so it's not going there. One of the things that NDOT had expressed yesterday in my conversation is they actually found a permit for that water line that we come in here, so we actually have an excavation permit for that. So that is one of the areas that even though there's a conflict, the city is responsible for paying that conflict because that was a part of the agreement of that particular area. There's a lot of other areas in town obviously where we don't have excavator permits, and so they will be responsible for those changes. But they just expressed that to me that they actually did find a permit for that portion, so I wanted to pass it on to you guys, so that you guys were aware. I'm also working with our attorney over a couple of issues on some water services, making sure in some unique situations we have some guidance of how we need to handle that. I did have a conversation with the chairman about this water service and the questions that we were having. And also I'm getting want to work with him to get through some together to get some standard easement agreements and stuff when they're putting in some water lines and stuff, so that we just have a standard easement package that they basically provide for some of these water mains and such. And we are, I'm really hoping that the SCADA people that we're dealing with, that we get our stuff, all of our hours input into our SCADA system. And we're ready to sit here idle, ready to go, just wait for them to plug in and program in the non-peak hours into the SCADA system. That is something that is, as they're explaining to me, that's kind of behind the scenes. I thought they would input it into the program and it would actually come up as variables that we could adjust for summer, winter hours. But apparently that's behind the scenes, and so they will get that online. So we're basically sitting idle, ready to go with it. The last thing that we got to do, and we'll coordinate some more of that stuff with Mike today, is we're just, this fluctuation on the concrete tank, we're just getting it down to where we want it to be at the minimum. And then as soon as SCADA is up and running, 10th and M will basically be operating that well from now on instead of coming out of the boosters and the altitude level. So,
Do we have an estimated cost savings that might provide for electrical charges?
I haven't. I'd go back and look at
It's not
the
like-
electrical charges will basically be the same. We're still going to pump the same amount of water gallons. So I think what we can go back and look at is what our actual demand charge was every month. That's what we'll be saving. So we're going to still pump the same
We're just
gallonage.
eliminating the demand.
We're just eliminating demand charges. So
Well, and the rate is lower also, right? If it's on off-peak hours.
no, I don't think the rate is lower. It's just when you're on peak hours, you get a demand charge. It just comes and sets up.
And that charge is.
And that charge is based on your draw, and so how much horsepower and everything else is. That will be our major savings. We're still gonna pump, the same gallonage annually. It's just that we will be in off-peak hours, we'll be saving demand charges. Which I
Which
think
is
still should be
significant.
pretty, which should be significant, you know. so.
Any other questions for DJ?
Bill?
Thank you.
You're happy with the progress, BJ, on Alton Street? We're proceeding basically on plan?
Yeah, we're gathering all our stuff up on Altman Street. NDOT will be in town, I think it's Monday the 21st and the 22nd. The contractor's coming with, so we're getting together, meeting, and gonna sit down and just work through all these things so that we can finalize. Everybody's gonna take these plans now and mark them up, so we'll get markups back from NDOT, saying, look at this, look at that. And what I mean by that, it's gonna go with outside people, that the people that we're always been dealing with. You know, there's people that we're dealing with directly every day on these conflicts, you know. Then once the package comes together, NDOT provides it out to, say, within another NDOT, people who have not been involved in the projects, are getting new eyes looking at it, and they will come back in and redline it and make anything, so. My conversation with NDOT yesterday, we're feeling really good that things will go together very smoothly, because there has been a lot of interaction back and forth, and looking at this, and, you know, I had discussions yesterday with the Great Basin Boulevard area where, because of these conflicts, we were just very tight going through with our water, and so they changed from a round pipe to a squash pipe, and changed the rate a little bit to just pick us up some more spacing. So it's just those type of things are going on all over the place. Derek is feeling really good about where we're all at this point in time with all this coordination. So hopefully, when we meet with NDOT, also when NDOT comes in, they will also discussing one of the costs associated with NDOT is dealing with the lines dewatering that goes through there. When they're dealing with building a storm drain system, there's water running down that storm drain system. So they're trying to coordinate with, have a meeting and sit down and understand what their pumping schedules are gonna be, so that they hopefully can minimize conflict or reduce the cost that it takes for the contractor to deal with that water that's coming through town. And so that's what, the one day is with the line, the other day is with the contractor and all of our improvements and everything else on here.
All the hoops to get through.
Yes, and so very shortly they'll be come together with cost estimates, come in here, and then give the GMP for the selected contractor, and hopefully award us in the spring.
Thanks, BJ.
Thank you.
With that, manager?
Calendar.
Oh, public comment?
Yeah,
God darn it. Almost got through. Go ahead.
Almost.
So
You know
late,
better
it's
than
only
that.
a minute and a half.
we're on Greek time. Mr. Chairman, the contractors using fire hydrants on the charter school project and as well as the project at the historical railroad are not using required meters. Did you stop that requirement? Were the deposits collected as required by your policies? Of course not. Somebody's not doing their job. Get rid of it. Mr. Chairman, on your agenda item 3C, no.
Yeah, George, I did take exception to that. I believe the charter school was using meters.
Did you collect the fees? There's nothing there, the work's still being going on. Now, they have to
George,
service
the
turned
way it
on.
works is you have a meter, and then at the end of the year, they read the meter and reimburse the city again.
The meters are playing leapfrog. They go from one entity to the other. There's no dedicated meters that I'm aware of. If they are, it will be there. Mr. Chairman,
You're
the
absolutely
contractor-
correct, George, you're not aware of it.
Pardon me?
You're absolutely correct, you're not aware of it.
Good, show me that you collected the fees then, that's all. Mr. Chairman, the building at 490 High Street is yet to be addressed. Get some staff that count higher than just using their fingers, maybe take off their shoes. You need to resolve that. It's been over a year. You're charging me for nothing. The property has never had the services turned on, and yet you've got me at $1,352? No. Your method now might be good, but mine is clean it up or get out. Mr. Chairman, NRS forbids public employees or officials from having privilege and right to some public property. I want to know if that 490 linear feet of 16-inch steel pipe has been brought back up for proper disposal. If not, you need to press charges of whoever has that pipe. Mr. Chairman, I'm reminding you, the city has yet to reimburse me for the expenditures I incurred for curing a sewer problem at 681 Parker that was the city's responsibility. The interest of 2% a month is being assessed in addition to late fee. You are now at $5,770.50. I want my money. You gave the railroad a freebie. They've never paid. I paid every month for maintenance of that line, and it was your fault, and then you stiffed me. I want my money. Had that line broken away from the main line and it was my fault, it would have been no problem. But my line was fine. Yours was plugged up. Your engineer told you that. He surveyed it. I want my money. I want to remind you the city council also voted to pay for an upgraded and larger sized water line to the tune of $60,000, $16,000, I've heard, whatever the case may be, for the property owner next to Love's, all the way to the charter school. You cannot do that for a public entity, private entity, excuse me. You've yet to collect that money.
Thank you, George.
It needs to come back. Get staff to know what they're doing.
Thank you, George.
I'll be back. Do your job.
First of November.
There you go.
Not too much to get that water thing.
But he said that I had a conversation, he said he's supposed to send me electric contract.
This has been a Georgetown production. George Chat just reporting.